These interviews just get better and better. In today's video, we have Diego from London, who is 18 years old, using the ICT concept to get himself funded with My Funded FX, withdrawals, and pursuing and pushing. It's crazy, I'm meeting 19-year-old traders who are million funded, 2 million funded, another 19-year-old who is another million funded. It's just crazy to see that, the opportunity is there right now. So hope you guys can get inspired by this video. There's a lot to learn and earn. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay up to date with our giveaways that we'll be mentioning somewhere throughout this video. And last but not least, if you do want to start your challenge, link in the description below with code WChampFX for 10% off of your challenge to help you get started. So let's enjoy this interview. So what's happening, guys? And welcome back to another interview. So we got Diego here. How are you doing, brother? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. How's everything?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. CPI today, so that was interesting to watch to see what happened there.
Yeah.
Could you let us know a little bit about you? Like, let us know a little bit about, I don't know, like trading, who you are, how old you are, just a bit about you, brother.
So I'm Diego. I'm from East London. I started trading, I think it's coming close to 2 years now when I was in like year 11. I pretty much sacrificed all my like grades to just put myself 100% into trading. And I guess a
No
year
way.
paid off. So yeah,
That's mad. So how
yeah.
old are you now?
Now I'm 18, but because I failed grades, they put me back a year. So I'm still in college.
So no, wait,
Yeah.
let me clarify. You legit just went, I love this as the start of the interview. You legit just went full send
Yeah,
on.
full send on trading. And I mean,
Then
it
what
was
you
worth
flopped?
it, the trade-off.
Yeah. So you flopped at school then, kind of.
Yeah, so now I've got another year, but I'm doing trading as well. So yeah,
But now trading is working, which we'll go into a little bit more. All right. So then, well, I find that crazy because Rich, who, if you, is an interview that's coming out soon. I don't know if you've seen, but he started when he was 16 as well. And I just find it crazy how, like, you're 16 and you kind of come into trading. So, what I want to know, or maybe some people want to know, is like, how did you even find out about it at 16?
it's a funny story. Basically, my dad
Tell
always
me.
used to trade, and like he used to do like those gurus on YouTube, how to get rich. So he used to show me, and one day I downloaded MetaTrader, and I used to just put like 100 lots, and it would go to crazy profit, obviously on a demo. And I told
Yeah.
myself one day, like, if I take my time and actually learn this, then maybe one day I can actually make money from it. So
Mm-hmm.
from there, I just started learning, and then in school, one of my friends joined. His name is LD. He's also a good trader.
Mm-hmm.
And then together we just kind of found our way. I learned ICT, so
All
I'm an
right. Okay.
ICT trader.
Oh, cool.
And yeah,
Same as Kyle. So then, I'm assuming did your friend learn ICT as well?
yeah, my friend also learned ICT. We kind of like had that. We're together, so we're both pushing each other to
Pushing
learn.
each
And
other.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that's really, really important because, like, when you push each other, you kind of hold each other accountable and you both want to win, right? We are just
yeah,
saying that in Carl's interview. It's just like you've got, if he wins, you win, you both win. There's room for everyone to win
yeah.
as well. Then does your dad trade now or not?
I mean, he still does. He has an account like with 1K. I tell him
Yeah.
like, put into a funded or something, but he just trades CPI here and there, non-farm
Oh my
payroll.
God.
I
Yeah.
tried to tell him, but he doesn't. He's probably, yeah,
He's, I think for him, it's probably he just wants to slowly do it. Like, I guess the
yeah,
way you approached it from the sounds of it, I know from mentoring a lot of different people, it sounds like he's interested, but he doesn't want to commit too much to it because obviously being a dad and, there's a million
yeah,
things and I don't know him. So I'm sure his life has got a million different things. But for you, you were like, I'm going to make trading work. Like, I don't care
yeah.
whatever happens. Like, well, I'm just going to do trading, right?
Uh-huh.
So how was that 2 years? If you can let us know, like, was you profitable straight away? Was
No,
you
I
profitable?
was.
Tell me.
So when I first learned, and I thought I kind of thought I was a fast learner, so I thought I had it quick. And you always have that. I was on demos and I was making money, but it's just on the long run, it wasn't. The numbers wasn't adding up. And
Yeah.
then I found out about prop firms in 2022 February, and I
2022
was
February.
just buying accounts, blowing, and it was hard. I was just keep. I went through so many. I say over 30 accounts I've blown,
Wow.
and I think it was worth it because you kind of learn from experience, I guess.
Mhm.
But yeah, and then I found out about you guys in, I think it was January. My friend, the one I mentioned,
This year.
LD, he told me about you guys and the rules that you had, such as I think the no trading
Yeah,
limits and
no
stuff
time
like
limit.
that.
Yeah,
So I
that's
was
the
like, yo,
number
I need
one.
to go with these guys because with other prop firms, I was having the problem where I was running out of time and stuff. So I thought I'd try with you guys, and yeah, it worked out.
And that messes with, I don't know about you, bro, but like it's the same thing for me, right? Like that messes with your trading, and
Yeah, it
it
does.
shouldn't, because it technically, really and truly, yes, prop firms have these rules, yada yada yada. But if I always explain this as a trader, if you take this as a professional or like an institutional level, the market's
Yeah,
not going to pay you 10% every single month. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So there shouldn't be a time limit, and nor should there be a target limit. But I understand why prop firms did it, because
yeah,
it's lucrative for them, for people to fail with challenges or whatever they were trying to do. And also they want to make sure that you can prove yourself so you can actually get paid out and stuff. But I think that's been the biggest thing for my funded FX, like the no time limit situation.
it's
So
helped me a lot. I do think. And
yeah,
like the way my trading style, I go for low percent a month.
yeah.
So since you know how
What's your
for a prop
target?
firm you would need to risk 8%,
Yeah.
but my profit target is usually around 4 or 5% a month.
Wow.
So it's easy for me to I can take my time with the challenges, and yeah,
That's a really good psychology. I mean, you're 18. That's mind blowing, because
yeah,
5% to some people, I think like it's like, oh, it's not
yeah. I
enough.
know,
You
I
know,
know.
you know what I mean? But if I literally say like, I'll on a 5%, I can do comfortably. There's no stress, and if I don't, then at least I can control my drawdown. And if I do 5%, like jobs are good. And you know
Yeah.
what I mean? How did you come? Like for me, it was obviously it took like 8 years and stuff. So I've had a long journey. But you're 18 and you did it in like 2 years, and you seem like your mind switched on, and like a lot of things are going to come out. But how did you get that kind of mindset, or get to where you are so quickly, if you don't mind me
Um,
asking?
I've always had that kind of like I want to do something with my life. Um, I just didn't know what to do, and obviously I told you how I found out trading.
Yeah,
And like, when I do something, I told myself like I'm going all in. Otherwise, there's no point
no
of me
point.
doing it. So I think that's what helped me a lot. And I know many other people who are learning trading on a personal level, and they didn't put like I feel like you have to take a lot, sacrifice a lot to get to the point in a quick
Hmm.
stage. And I say this with school, someone who goes to school, if you put 80% into school, you're not going to expect A star. So it's the same with trading. If you're not putting like 100% into trading, don't expect the best, basically.
Where do you think your mindset comes from then, bro? Like, I mean, you don't think
Um,
so. It's
I
like
think
you're spitting facts.
I think my mom and my dad, they always push me a lot to do what I want in life, and like from a
That's
young age, they've
beautiful.
always told me, yeah. So shout out to my mom and my dad.
Shout out to mumsy and dad, right?
Yeah,
It's a blessing that you've got, number one, you've got both parents, and number two, for them to keep, that love for you, to keep
because
pushing for
they
you.
support the trading as well.
That's I think that's a big
Yeah,
factor, because that will definitely be a big factor of pushing you on how fast you got it. I know 2 years to some people who think that's a long time, but to me 2 years is really fast. two
yeah,
years to be profitable is really fast, especially at the young age where you're exposed to social media, money, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. Then going back onto like mumsy and like mindset and things like that, and yes, they kind of pushed you. What would you think your why is? The reason I ask this is because, yet again, I just feel like you're young and
yeah,
you're killing it. So what's the reason of like why you really want to? Trading obviously is money, right? Let's
yeah,
not beat around the bush. We want to make money, and money buys happiness. Let me just clarify
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it doesn't buy relationships, integrity, and sincerity. That's a different thing. But you obviously want to make some money, and you got into trading. Why? Like why? Like what's the reason? What's the reason
I
behind that?
think I've always said this. I know the money part, but before I started trading, I have messages and I've written it down. Like I've always wanted that freedom part side of trading, and trading you're your own boss.
Hmm.
You're independent, and
Yes.
it's all on yourself. The responsibility is on you to perform. When you're not feeling it, you don't get to. So I think that was the main reason why, and also just everyone wants to make their parents proud. So yeah. But
Ah.
I think just like that you're responsible for your success, basically.
Woo. Yeah, and
Yeah,
but I love it, man. I'm digging what you're saying, because I'm a father, and I really wish my son to push him, and I want to support him. He would never have as tough of a life I had, but I want to make
yeah,
sure that he can learn a lot. And And a lot of what you're speaking and saying and the way you're coming across, I've yet to obviously get to know you over time. I'm sure your parents are proud. But then I want to dive in deeper. I want to dive in deeper more because of you, to try and potentially even help you or just help other people. It's just so your why, like you want to make them proud, right? You want to make the money, and then you obviously want to be free. But what is freedom? Because arguably, you can still work for someone and be free, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
imagine if like Amazon, they pay you like 150K a year, and you just have to log in like 10 hours a week, which some people can do. And it's jokes. You just log in, do what you want, have a great relationship with your boss and stuff. So, what is freedom to you? And then, yet again, like why trading? Like,
I
what made you
think
go all in on trading?
I've
Because that's a big decision.
yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I do also love trading, like just the way the markets move. I have like a passion for it, and
Yeah.
now when you're profitable, you're not as much on charts. But when I was learning, I was like, 10 hours studying on charts, and you kind of feel something towards the charts, and like I feel like it's just I love trading basically, and I have a passion for it, and it's the fact that I'm doing something that I love, and it can give me, another thing. Like I said, it was more the freedom because like I've never wanted to have a boss basically, or like same thing with the Amazon. You do have to like for an office job, you have to be there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Hmm.
or you only get 30 days off a year with trading. Let's say CPI today, if you didn't want to trade, you could have taken the day off. So
Hmm.
you kind of have more of that. Do you get like more freedom? And I've
Mm.
always said is I don't really like, obviously we all do it for money, but
Hmm.
I'll be content with making just like average, and just being able to do this as a career.
No, I love that, bro. I want to like say you'll be going a long way, and also if I can just try and add just some love. I generally think if you can keep that mindset, bro, you'll be easy, because bro, a couple of K a month is a lot of money, and you can live off of
Yeah,
that. You can do all of that. Don't chase like hundreds, millions. I mean, that will come in due time.
yeah, yeah,
But I think yeah, you've got such a great mindset and great approach to it. So that's sick. I'm excited to see your journey because this is the first interview. I'm sure you'll be back for another
yeah,
interview. So it'll be great to kind of compare and see it from there. So let's go into funded side of things, bro. So let's just say like funded and you got into, so you said you started your challenges last year, then you've kind of started getting profitable only
yeah.
recently. So when did you start getting profitable, and what was the turning point?
I think it was around January,
Hmm.
and it was a lot. I think a lot of it was the psychology just switched. Like I do think it gets to a point where analysis wise, you know everything, but the only way to like exceed is, through the mindset. So I kind of like, I was watching a lot of prop firm interviews just to see the perspective of other people. And, everyone's saying the same thing is stick to your plan. And, when you hear it from someone else, it's like, yeah, okay,
It's
stick
easy.
to your plan.
Yeah.
It's easy, but it's kind of like, yeah, and I think I went through a lot of funded accounts blown, and you kind of just get sick of it, and you get to the point where it's like,
I love that. Yeah.
yeah, you know your weaknesses, and you just need to push yourself because that's what's holding you back. So I do think the psychology part is a lot. I know everyone says psychology,
Mhm.
but like you can't really. I don't think you can teach psychology as much. It's more something that can, something that you learn through experience.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's one of those things where it's like you can keep all the advice that your experience that you've done is like riding a bike. Okay, first you put the right foot, you push off and you pedal and you do it, but you have
Yeah,
to do it yourself and fall off and hurt yourself, and then you learn to ride the bike, right? So
yeah,
it's only so much you can teach. Other than that, you have to go and experience and fail yourself. And I always say like people change. I think it was really cool. Is like I don't know if you agree on this, but I just want to see what you think on this statement. People change when they've either had enough, like I'm just sick and tired of being a failure or failing this challenge, doing stupid shit, not following my plan, whatever it is, or it
yeah.
hurts enough, or they're excited enough to do it. And I think what you said, you were sick of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I personally think the first one because um people I know personally like the LD,
Mhm.
we're both on the same journey. He also like went through a lot. He got sick of it, and we both saw the change when we both said, like enough's enough.
Enough
You
is
have
enough.
to, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love
That's
that.
where I think the turning point was. I just got sick of doing the same thing, making the same mistakes,
Hmm.
and
And you
yeah,
just said enough, Diego. I'm better than this. Like I'm better than
yeah,
this. I got this. That's it. Right, guys, do want to say if you do find this inspiring and you want to start your journey, link in the description for 10% off of your challenge where there's no minimum trading days, no time limit, instant phases. So if you pass phase one, phase two, you will get your credentials for the next one straight away, and an 80% profit split. There is 10% off of your challenge just with code WChampFX, just to support you guys for supporting us. If you do want to support me as well, code WChampFX and link in the description. Let's get back to the video.
Okay, so currently, obviously, you've had quite a few payouts, and then you've funded with my funded FX. What's your goals next? Like, what you want to get more funding? You want to stay consistent? What's your kind of plan? What have you mapped out?
Yeah, my main thing in trading is I focus on staying consistent. I have a set like a month I want to make, so percent wise, which is pretty low. It's like 3% the minimum, and I do that month to month basically. And slowly I want to build my capital, and just slow, like basically I'm not in a rush to kind of just
get there straight away.
Also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I can't remember now.
That's cool. So the question was just to remind you, see if I could jog your memory, but basically like what's your next plans for like funded? So obviously you want to get there slowly. You said you need your 3% and stuff. But like what about more capital? Different types of strategies, more firms,
also for like, so me, I trade only one pair, one time frame. No, not one time frame, one session. So I trade Euro USD, London session, and my window is usually 7:30 to 8:30. So if my setup's not there, then I'm out. And also for challenges, personally, sometimes I do risk more than 1%. So like 2%, but I do think that to do that, you have to get to a certain psychology wise, because to some people, they say, risking 2% is crazy. But to me, I see it as if you risk 2%, it allows you to have 6 losses in a row. And, 6 losses in a row is kind of rare. So that's how I see it. Because since I also go for low percent a month to get that profit target, which is like 8%, risking more helps me basically.
Yeah, that's on challenges. Are you like challenges and live? Do you trade them?
No, live is just 1%.
Oh yeah. That's okay. So thinking, because live is a lot harder. Like you want to preserve that as much as possible. And then when you came to like Euro USD and that kind of one session, one trade, there's a common denominator here. Like a lot of traders have this just one pair, one session, one setup, rinse and repeat, right? How did you get to that statement?
I think I used to trade both London and New York. And like mentally, the way I like it is I wake up, my setup is either there or it's not. And, I trade or I don't trade and I'm done for the day. I take the win or take the loss. I have a rule. So if I win my first trade, then I'm done for the day. And, max, if I lose, then I'll take another. And then if I lose 2, then that's it. I'm done for the day. Because I just like to get my trading done and out of the day. So it leaves the rest of the day to kind of, because I was trading New York session and London. And for me, it was just too much, let's say you take a loss. Yeah, so I just like to get it all out the way early, and that's it.
What do you do for the rest of the day then after you've done trading?
Well, currently I'm on holiday, so,
chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. I help out around the house, cook, clean.
Oh, he's such a good boy. Good son, isn't it? That's so cute. What do you like any like sports or anime?
I used to go gym a lot, and then I need to get back on that gym grind.
Beans, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to play sport as well. I'm not gonna lie, I have become lazy a lot. But I do need to get back, because like when I was learning trading, it was taking up majority of my life. And once you get profitable, you only need to be on the chart for 1-2 hours a day max. So it gives you that time now to do whatever you want.
Yeah. So now you're just doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
You earned it, innit? You know what I mean? So let's go through like the funded type of thing, right? So then say do you have like an end goal, like an end amount that you want to be funded with, or you just don't care?
I have targets for like the end of the year. So
what's your targets?
Like at the end of the year, I want at least, 6 figures in funding basically. And there's I think 6 months left of the year. So I do think it's doable. And then just, slowly work my way up. I also do want to put money into a personal account so I can, grow that and compound that on the side. Other than that, I do want to like start my own, like, you know, have clothing brands and whatnot. Just why not? Just like as for fun. But I do think if you are a profitable trader, like your best investment is yourself. If you can produce those results every month, then you know it's best to kind of just invest in yourself, and you know, might as well take, you know, like use the prop firms we have now and make the most of them basically. So yeah, the end goal is just, you know, build up the capital slowly. And then I do have plans eventually. I think you do as well. I want to move to Dubai because, you know, the tax, and I've been a lot. Obviously, I'm Muslim, Islamic country.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
The Islamic country part really helps with a lot of morals and traditional morals for me.
Yeah.
We won't go into that too much because obviously it's an internet interview and stuff. But part of that anyway is just, I'm a big fan of Dubai. I'm a big fan of Dubai, which we'll talk about after this interview. But that's cool, man. You're 18, and that's another thing. You're young. You're 18, so you can explore the world. You can go network out there as well, and you've got no ties as well. You know you've got no family or whatnot, so you can just go in between the two and do it. So then, one to go through next. So when you had your withdrawal, what did you do with your first withdrawal? That must have been cool. The payout, right?
First one, when I received it in my like deal, like I started crying obviously because you know you have dreams of seeing it. I know every trader has the dream of my first withdrawal, and then I think what did I do? I just ordered Uber Eats, just some burger, and that's it.
You're my new best friend. Trust me, I wanna take you to the moon, man. You got the right mindset.
But I must say the burger obviously it tasted better because you know you're like, yeah, this is from trading.
This is from my trading. Get me?
Yeah. So yeah.
But that's the thing though, that's how life works. I think, I think ultimately is how we perceive things. It's just like you said, and that's how I say when you're in a good state, you trade in a good state. When you're in a foul mood, you trade in a foul mood. That burger is that burger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But only burgers because the way you've associated it and the way you earned that burger. That's why like cigars for me are a big thing, but you have to earn your cigars. You don't just smoke them for the sake of it. For me, cigars are all earned. They're not cheap. There's a lot that goes into them. There's a lot that goes into wrapping them and the people and all the ideas of it, of the company, etc. So each cigar for me is earned. So just like that burger is earned, and you enjoy the moment and savor it. And there's a memory in it. It's an absolute core memory. So that's sick. That's sick to know that. So then let's just kind of wrap this up with some final questions. Is if you, obviously I say this because your journey, you had to do your journey. 2 years was 2 years, and you had to go through everything to get to where you are. But obviously we're trying to help people and add some value, and there's only so much we can do. Like we established earlier, they have to fail and do it themselves. But what is some like core tips that you would give either a younger you or just anyone that's just in the position to like get into trading and they just need to figure it out? And yes, you say enough is enough. That's easy to say, right? But what are some core things that you recommend, like tips to do, like journal or review or friend accountability? What is it for you? What would you recommend?
So things that helped me a lot was journaling. Helped me a lot. You know, I keep track of my trades, my losses, and I look back a lot sometimes, just to see. And also, when you're going through losing periods, it's for mentally, it's nice to look back and see that, you know, I've been through this before. I can go through it again. So for any new trader, I do say just journal everything. Because
where do you journal?
I use Notion. So.
Oh yeah, me too. I love Notions. Notions is life. Do you just like a summary and then a trade and then?
Well, I do my trade summaries, and then also at the end of every day and every week, I'll film like a 2-minute video just talking over what happened in the day. So for example, let's say CPI today, I would explain like, you know, came lower, there was liquidity, took it out, and then expect what I want to see for the next day. So I do prepare myself. Like preparation is another big thing. Just to always keep yourself prepared, basically.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Another big thing was having like friends who trade. So my friend LD, being able to speak to him, it helped a lot through like losing periods, because you have someone to like relate to as well. Because I do think in the journey, like trading is a solo journey, but to have someone to relate to and to kind of like share your ideas, because I do think some people they don't have anyone to speak to, and no one really understands what you go through when you're trading. So to have someone like, or a group or just people to speak to, it does help a lot.
Yeah, and that's the power of the mastermind, right? Because ultimately, what you're going through and then what someone else is going through, you go through the same thing. If he has, it might not be a solution, but what he's done, he can tell you, you can try it, and then you keep trying different things, and you'll bounce it back, and you'll get there faster, ultimately,
Yeah,
because you say, I've already done that, it didn't work, and then he goes, nah, I've got a different way of doing it, and you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing it, and taking it through. Man, that's sick. That's sick. I just want to um highlight some things because I feel like, you know, even though you said it, but it's always good to highlight it. And I think the fact that you are journaling is key because you can't manage what you don't measure, and you can't measure what you don't manage. And also in the playbook by Mike Bellafor, right, One Good Trade and stuff, reviewing
yeah,
your trades and filming yourself. That's what a lot of these trading floors and hedge funds do. So you already got these ingrained habits of what professional traders and institutional, or even just, doesn't matter if you're retail, whatever, but these habits that you're doing are
yeah,
there. And the fact that you're doing them is why you are going to be profitable, stay profitable, and consistently grow because you're doing all these things. And like you said, the accountability. So all the things you're saying, most people actually say all the same stuff, just in slight different ways. Like you said, psychology, the journey, and the consistency, lower percentage like targets, and just you versus you, right?
yeah.
So appreciate you, man. Is there any like last words that you want to like say right now, call
Uh,
yourself out, or share with other people that you want to
like
finalize with this?
if you're gonna go into trading, I think just go all in. Have no doubts. Um, yeah, it's because it can be long, but there are ways to make it shorter. But I do, like I said earlier, you know, the success of your trading is all like you. So
On you.
yeah, so just go all in if you want to start trading, and anything could be done. I do believe it just takes 1 year. Just go focus, and the way we have like the way with prop firms, social media and the support now I think is more like not easier, but it's more simplified just to kind of like
Absolutely.
work your way up.
It's better than ever. I think what you say is true. Like when I first started, there was nowhere near as much information now. You know, like
Yeah,
ICT, I don't study his stuff, but I know for a fact that his course is there and a lot of people study it, and a lot of people have become profitable from studying his course. The fact that he's got content like that for people to consume for free, right, is exponential. Then you've got prop firms which you can invest as little as $500 and you get 100K account, or even $100 or whatever account size you want to trade, and then you make 10% and your return of investment, and you get the refund. So it's better than ever. Back
yeah,
then I had to do $500 and try and imagine to turn that into 1 million, which I kept blowing and blowing and blowing.
yeah. I
But yeah,
also think if you're learning from someone, same ICT, anyone, like watching the videos doesn't do a lot. Like some people, they're like we're in the mindset, everyone's in that grind mindset, motivation. People think like if I watch all these videos, I'm gonna get. It's also you have to put in the work because
action.
watching videos is just like tiny percent. The
Mhm.
rest has to come from you putting in the hours into the charts and stuff.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Um,
Because knowledge is potential power. Execution is
yeah,
actually the real power behind it. But you can know all the things, you know how to ride a bike, you know how to get fit, but you're not going to be fit. You're not going to ride a bike unless you actually do it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, bro, thank you very, very, very much for
Thank you.
coming on today. So where can people find you? Do you have social media, or like
Um,
people want to reach out to you, or you want to stay quiet? Like what's what?
Social media, Instagram is Cooks Trades.
Cook's Trades, and we'll put that in the
Yeah.
link in the description. Twitter? Do you have
Um,
Twitter?
no, I don't. I don't really like Twitter. I
Really?
see. Yeah, my opinion on it is like when I was going through my trading journey,
Hmm.
I used to see everyone's posting wins on Twitter, wins, wins, wins. And when you're losing as a trader, you don't really want to see wins.
Painful. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of, as soon as I switched off Twitter, it did help me a lot in my trading journey because
That's interesting.
then
It's
you're only
opposite.
looking at yourself basically.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
opposite for
so
me. I was Instagram. Like Instagram was like someone's making 100K. Everyone's got a Lambo. Like a Lambo is apparently normal, even though you don't see it on in
yeah,
everyday
yeah,
life. And, like I think Instagram killed me, but Twitter I found really, really, really helpful. I found that a lot of people were how they deal with their losses, how they manage prop firms. You see CEOs, you get to interact with people a lot more. But I think it's the same problem you had. Me and you had the same problem, just different platforms. This when you're losing and
yeah.
everyone's winning, you're like, oh God, God's sake, kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, appreciate you, man. One final question actually is to ask you, what's your experience with My Funded FX, and would you recommend it?
Yeah, I've had a good experience with you guys. And I do recommend it to my friends and people learning because, like I said, the rules such as no trading days, no
Yeah.
minimum trading days. Also, you guys have always discounts, which helps a
Yeah.
lot. I like the broker 8 cap, so yeah, I don't have any problems with 8 cap.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do recommend it as if you're looking for a starting prop firm. And like I said, the no minimum trading rules does help a lot because for you as a trader, it should allow you to be more relaxed and just trade how you want to trade, and take your time. There's no time limit. And if you have a profitable strategy, then you should be able to get through it.
Yeah. That's
So
it.
yeah.
So make sure you guys go and buy a challenge. Link in the description. All right, man. Peace.
Wow, what an interview that was. If that wasn't inspiring, I don't know what is. So if you want to get started on your challenge, link in the description below with the code WCHAMPFX for 10% off of your trading journey. If you want to be like Diego or even Kyle or Noman or whoever we have interviewed so far. So I encourage you to go check out the other interviews that we've done so far on this channel. Remember, every interview we will be doing a giveaway for them throughout August and September. And whilst we're talking about giveaway, you know what time it is. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be giving away 10 20k challenges. That's right, 10 20k challenges. So all you have to do is literally 3 steps. All right, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and then comment on this video what it is that you've learned from Diego, what you're going to do about it, and how it is going to change your life if you are going to do that. So that's it, that's literally it. So good luck to those guys. 7 days and the announcements will be made for the winners on the community tab, Twitter or Instagram. That's why I said follow me, so then you can actually see who won, and I'll look forward to seeing next week's interview. So far it will be every Wednesday for these interviews, and then Monday to Friday there will be other videos such as learn and earn, updates on the businesses, etc. And you might have an opportunity to win a challenge on those videos as well. So stay up to date, notification bell button on. See you in the next one. Peace.